Thank you so much for doing this. I really appreciate it, man.
You're welcome. Very welcome.
So first off, can you tell me about kind of where you were at with retroactive jealousy before you found my course, before you found my work?
Well, first of all, like before, it wasn't ever an issue, maybe because I was never really in love, I guess. And then I was in a relationship where things got very serious. I was really in love with that person, and yeah, everything was going well. And then I found some things out about her past, which I don't know, triggered something in me, I guess. The beginning, it was just like overwhelming, and I didn't really know what to do because on one side I really love this person, and on the other I had like some info regarding her past that kind of made me feel not in a good way at all. And then you get into this circle of just like staying in your head and what happened exactly and asking questions and then trying to find more information. Also, at the same time, I couldn't just leave and break up because I love this person too much. Eventually, I was like, okay, I need maybe to look for outside solutions. And then that's when I came across your course. I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. It kind of shifted after a little bit the focus on retroactive jealousy itself, because it was just like the tip of the iceberg. And then once you get to the more, like to the deeper underlying issues, then you realize that those issues impact retroactive jealousy, but they were also impacting other areas of my life.
Were you ever afraid that your relationship was going to end specifically because of retroactive jealousy?
Yeah, I mean, at one point, like I said earlier, it was just like I felt trapped in a sense that I couldn't really stay because there was this one thing that was just like consuming me and hurting me so much, but at the same time just also breaking up was also going to be very hurtful.
What were some of the main benefits that you got out of the course?
I mean, the main one was just like putting my own relationship with myself at the center of the story. One thing that also like helped a lot was like saying that it wasn't the other person's role to deal with retroactive jealousy. It was just me, myself, and I. It's something that I needed to do. And yeah, maybe without this course, I wouldn't have been able to like pinpoint that this was an issue that resulted from how I viewed the world, the relationship I had with myself. So yeah, going through the course definitely helped me kind of yeah, highlight the areas where I could make some improvements.
And so, how would you say you compare your feelings now to before you found my course?
Yeah, it was when I started, it was like 6 years ago, and a lot has been done. Like as I said, like that retroactive jealousy part was just like the tip of the iceberg on one area of my life. And then when I started to dig a little deeper and see that there were like underlying issues, and then I focused on those and working on that, many other areas in my life actually started to improve as well. So yeah, I'm a very like a completely different person than I was 6 years ago. We all changed, but yeah, this was like very radical.
Great to hear. And yeah, before I let you go, just thanks again for doing this, because I know these recordings mean a lot to a lot of people who can relate to pretty much everything you're saying on this call. My last question for you is, what would you tell any retroactive jealousy sufferer who's maybe on the fence about starting my course?
Just give it a go. Like there is absolutely nothing to lose, and like for the price and what it's brought me, that was just like a huge bargain. And aside from just retroactive jealousy itself, dealing with that issue, as you said in the course, is a gift in a sense, and it's hard to see when you're in it and you're feeling so much pain and feeling like you're just trapped and there is no way out. When you talk about, yeah, I guess, dealing with your own story and accepting yourself like fully, all of those things, like they will go a long way for so many other areas of your life. This is a gift in the sense that it's a door to an entirely new version of yourself that is more happy, more fulfilled, more accepting, more empathetic also in a way. So start. don't try to just like solve it magically. That's not something that will just disappear. Still requires some work to adopt those new ways of thinking and those new ways of acting and feeling, and you just have to just like repeat them enough and tell yourself a new story. Anything that is in the past is just what led them and led you to where you are, so you more than accept it now. I try as much as possible to embrace it. It's hard to do on with the other person when you're in retroactive jealousy, but starting with yourself will go a long way, because when you see how much it changes you and how much it helps you, then you naturally start doing the same for others, and that's when kind of like retroactive jealousy gradually disappears.